We started looking at it initially for the automated diagrams, and that's what kind of got us into looking at NetBrain. And as we've been looking at it, it's grown to have the flow mapping and all of the application diagnostics, the Q apps. That's all just grown so robust now that it's our primary troubleshooting tool as well as our diagram generation tool, which is excellent because everything's in one spot.
It allows you to troubleshoot way faster. You know, whether it be a call quality issue, latency jitter, etc. The ability to say, you know, Preonc is accessing server A and then visually represent everything from end to end, whether that be cap-wap tunnels or whether that just be servers, routers, and switches. And then the ability to dynamically pull stats off of that. It's a powerful troubleshooting tool, but also, especially in a heavy merger acquisition location, the ability to dynamically update your maps with auto scans and things like that is also really powerful. So you're never at a point where, you know, Preonc didn't update the Visio last week after a cutover. So it's always up to date and it's great.
So the time saver that I mentioned is really, really big. It's no secret that executives are trying to get more hours out of us than we're capable of producing. This is one way to do that. It certainly alleviates a lot of workload on the network engineer. Our ability to produce data quickly from NetBrain really helps defend the network, because generally speaking, it's always the network until we prove that it's not.
This will fundamentally change how you interact and how you perceive how your network works and the value that it should be delivering back to the business. Because remember, this IT is not an island unto itself. Our job is to facilitate the transaction of business. And when the network doesn't work, guess what? We're not doing our jobs.
Today we've grown incredibly dependent on the product. It makes everything much, much faster. It actually alleviates some of the things that we would normally have to either remember or data that we would have to go and find by keeping our entire network in one single map. Literally everything is just a click away. I would say that it probably saves us in troubleshooting time anywhere from 5 to 10 hours a week, depending on what issues may be arising.
You can make a Q app to do anything you want, so we've run, look at the interfaces, so we just log into all of these switches and routers manually, run the command, and then try and collate it across the board, where now with NetBrains you can do it in 1 or 2 clicks, where it's just, oh, I have this path and I want to check every router on that path for this issue, and it just runs the same command iteratively. It saves 10-15 minutes per issue you're looking at it. It adds up. It adds up a lot.
It's that ability to, without spending days, weeks, months on the command line, taking an ant view of the network and translating that into Visios by hand, it's the ability that NetBrain gives to go and take a holistic view of that network so that from the individual contributor, the technician that supports the network, all the way up to the CIO, deliver knowledge, deliver insight, deliver actionable intelligence that can help the customer be better.